Okay, everyone, so in the last lesson, we talked about statements that will have expressions, and expressions will be having operators and operands. Now, we know that operators are keywords in the programming language, and operands are identifiers that we as a programmer make or made. So in this next lesson, let's talk a little bit about different operators, and there's plenty of the different operators in PHP. We won't be covering everything, but there are some of the most common operators like the arithmetic operators, assignment operator, the comparison operators, logical operators, increment decrement operators, and string operators that will be commonly used when you are working with the language. So it's good that you know some of this. So let's look into some of the examples. So let's first start to declare some variables, and let's have here PHP. Let me just minimize this. See if we can try to type here a variable number 1, assign the value of 1, variable 2, number, and we want to sum both of this. So let's have a declaration for the variable sum. So we have here an integer data type that we stored in number 1, integer data type that we stored on number 2, variable declaration, and we still don't have any value for the variable declaration for the sum here. So we will be creating an expression with the use of some arithmetic operators. So when we say arithmetic operators, the main idea here will be in relation to mathematics. So we do have different arithmetic operators. So let's have that as an example. Arithmetic, let me just type here echo paragraph just to get our hands dirty. Arithmetic operators, and let's open that up on our browser. Refresh operators, and we are not seeing this. Why is that? Did I make a mistake with? So I forgot to replace these expressions with operators. And let's go back to the browser. Okay, so we do have that working. We do have arithmetic operators here, and we want to display in here some examples of arithmetic operators. So we have a declaration for the sum, and we want to add plus number 1, addition arithmetic operator number 2. Of course, we'll have to echo that out. Echo out $set sum, and let's say additional or addition operator, and concatenate sum. What are we going to get on the browser? And we do get that operator value of 3. Let's have a space here. Let's add that space and go back to the browser. We now have that value of addition operator 3. So same idea here. If we wanted to use, just have subtraction, multiplication. We also have division. We will also be having here modulus, and exponentiation. So here, of course, we don't want sum, we want difference. And in here, we would want to have product. And in here, we would want to have quotient. Here, we want to have a remainder. And we want to raise power. This is a result of raising the first operand to the second operand's power. So let's try to first look at some examples. So this is going to be for the addition operator. So let's try to declare number 3, assign the value of 3, number 4, assign the value of 4. Then let's have a difference, from where we will have the difference we're initializing it with, again, these are expressions. And here we will have multiple expressions that will contain number 3 subtracting number, let's say number 4 subtracting number 3. We're assigning the value of the evaluation result of two operands that we are subtracting using the subtraction operator. So let me just put that down here. Or I think we're good with this. So we do have here the addition operator. We have here the, I think we should put this down here. We can also do difference here. Just declaring a variable, initializing a value to a variable, or assigning a value to a variable. We have our subtraction operator. So if we go back to our browser and refresh, so we do have an issue, and that's because we have all of this getting echoed out. Just have that in mind. We still don't have those variables, so that's why that's happening. Let's go get line break here. Let's go back to the browser. Now we have subtraction operator with the value of 1. Let's just say result. And also here result, right? Let's do the exact same thing with the multiplication operator. So we want to echo out the result using the multiplication operator. So let's have number 5. Send the value of 5. And again, we can call this whatever you want, the operands, the variable declaration identifiers. So I'm just, and we want to have a product for this. So let's have a product and number 5 multiplied by number 6. So we should get the product. Let's also have a line break here and see what are we going to get. So 30. Just to confirm, if we go pull out our calculator, 5 multiplied by 6 is 30. So that's correct. We're getting the correct value for the multiplication operator. Let's do the exact same thing with the, just go get this echo line break here. And here we want to have the division operator. And as I've mentioned, we can call this shorthand if you wanted to. So num7, send the value of 7. And here num8, send the value of 8. And we can have the quotient declared. Then we initialize it with the value of num7 divide num8. What are we going to get? And we want to have result. Let's try to see and check. We do get 0.875. So that means, just to confirm, 7 divide 8, we do get 0.875. Okay, so now let's try to do the exact same thing with the modulus operator. Remainder. We want to get the remainder. So let's have here num9 is assigned the value of 10. Num10 assign the value of, let's say, 6. Then we want to get the remainder. And we're just doing this so that there will be muscle memory. Num9. And we use the percentage symbol character for us to test out the modulus operator. So what are we going to get? So here you will see that we do get that modulus operator of 4. So we do get here that 4 because we know that this is like 10 modulo 6 is equals to 10 is equals to times 1 plus 4. So the dividend is 10, right? Then we have 6, the divisor, 1 is our quotient, and the remainder is 4. That's why we're getting that value of 4. We're getting the remainder using the modulo operator. So for the next one, let's talk about here the exponentiation operator. So of number 11, assign the value of, say, 10 again. Number 12 is going to be 3. And we want to have that raised to the power of 3. So we want to echo this. And we want to have number 11, number 12 here. What are we going to get in our browser? It's 1000. That means we try to 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10, we do get 1000. So those are some of the arithmetic operators, and we do get here the value for exponentiation. As we are expecting, we are multiplying the base to the power, so number 11 raised to the power of number 12, and we're getting that 1000 value on the browser. So I think that's it for this lesson. We'll talk a little bit more about some other operators as we go along, but now we have covered some of the basic arithmetic operators. Thank you, and see you in our next video.